All right, so this gonna be like one of those like unedited, just straight, like talking videos, So I'm just kind of breaking down what for me, like in my experience, what it really takes to be an entrepreneur. And I feel like some people may feel the same way I feel because some of the things that I'm talking about, I feel like it's not very uncommon. So a little bit insight about me. I don't know. All right, so I mean a little bit of insight about me. So I've been entrepreneurial. I just really had an entrepreneurship mindset, like really my whole life, bro. Like I started selling stuff when I was in like fifth grade, selling stickers at school, selling candy, selling snacks, like literally just doing anything I could to make money. And all the way from about fifth grade to about like where I'm at, like 12th grade now. I just been all about entrepreneurship. Um, and it's just kind of one of those things that's just like it stuck with me because in my mind, right? In my mind, what I wanted to be when I grew up, I wanted to be a financial advisor because I love stocks, I love money, I love investing and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I can help people like that. But the more and more I kind of got older, I just kind of started to realize like, okay, if I actually want to become a financial advisor, if I want to do this type of stuff, I have to go to school, I have to get a bachelor's degree, and that's gonna cost money. Regardless of money, it's gonna take time and stuff like that. And I just really started to think to myself, like, is that something that I really wanna, something that I really wanna put that much time and that much effort into? And when I think to myself about this, oh, when I think to myself about this, I feel like it's not me being lazy. I think it's more of me being more time consuming. Because I feel like we're in an age where you go on your TikTok, you go on your phone, you just start scrolling. You see people your age, BMWs, M4s, M5s, Mercedes Benz, AMGs. It's just like, damn, they're my age doing this, and I want to go to school for 2 to 4 years. Like, no, bro, nobody wants to do that. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing either. I think both paths are good. But for me, I just kind of started to realize like, okay, this isn't something I want to do. And just kind of a little bit more insight on me, because I feel like I want to form like a deeper connection with you. You feel me? Because you know this is like this my philosophy, right? So many people can make content, right? So many people can entertain people, but not a lot of people can educate people. Not a lot of people can motivate people. So I feel like that's the type of content creator. That's what I want to be. Because I feel like anybody can make a funny video. You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, laughs are good, bro. But laughs and entertainment is good. Don't get me wrong, I love that stuff. I like it myself. But being able to actually educate somebody, actually motivate somebody to do something with their life, that's something I want to do. But getting back to the topic, yeah, bro, like I see so many people, doing so many big things at my age, and I'm like, okay, I need to get to the level. That's the level I want to get to. How can I get there as fast as I can? So, I started all these different entrepreneurship businesses. I started reselling. I started drop shipping. I started a remote cleaning business. I started trash can cleaning business. Like I literally started anything in the book, you name it, I did it. I did trading. I mean like trading was crazy, bro, because like I dead wanted to be a full trader, bro. It's like I was locked in with that stuff. But at a point I went up like 3 bands or so, dropped all of it. Literally lost all. Like I was like, what the heck, bro? But yeah, bro, I tried so much stuff, and I feel like if you're in the position that I'm in, you've tried so much stuff too. And it's one of those things where I put myself in this place, right? Because I'll give you a little bit more insight, right? So, me and my girlfriend, right, kind of got in a little disagreement, because, I've been complacent in my relationship, and the reason why I've been so complacent is just because, in my mind, I'm so focused on entrepreneurship that I isolate myself from anything. I isolate myself from my girlfriend, my friends, my family, because it's just like it's so like I don't even know the word. It's just so. prominent, that I need to have something, I need to be successful, I need this, I need that, you know. But one thing, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? I'm gonna say y'all a few things, right? So one, you have to realize, bro, money is energy, bro. Like I've heard so many people say this, but I feel like not a lot of people know this, bro. Money is energy, bro. Like you can't focus on paper, bro. At the end of the day, bro, money is just paper, bro. And I find that hard. I even find that hard for myself to believe because it's just like, I'm so focused on what money can do, all the great stuff money can get you. But at the end of the day, it's just paper, bro. It's just paper or it's just numbers on the screen, right? And that's gonna take us into the second part, bro. You got to think about it, bro. There is no point in being successful without relationships, bro. Like there's no point, you know. Like I heard there's a song, what's his name? What's the point in being rich if your family's not? You feel me? Like what's the point in having all this stuff if you have no one, you know? So success isn't anything without relationships, without people. You know, it don't have to be like, you know, a female, you know. It just has to be people, you know. Like what's the point in having all this nice stuff if you're lonely, depressed, sad, you know? So getting back to the topic, bro. If you're in the position I'm in, if you're locked on, I don't care what business that you're locked in on, bro. If you're locked in on the business, don't isolate yourself, right? Don't get me wrong. Don't be locked. Like I'm not telling you don't lock in on your business. Lock in, bro, because that's the only way that you're gonna do it. If you're not gonna do it, no one's gonna do it for you. But at the same time, don't cut out your circle because that's only gonna hurt you, you know. And I struggle with that every single day, but I have to work on it myself, and I'm trying, you know. But I feel like that's one of those things where only time can really help, you know. But you gotta at least want, you gotta be able to acknowledge it. And like for instance, right? So I would have like I had like two bins, right? And I was just so like just so I was saving and saving and saving and saving and investing. I couldn't even pay for my own gas, but I had two bins in the bank. Like, come on, bro. Like, like, come on, bro. It should never be like that, bro. Like you gotta, and the reason I thought to myself, I was like, this. I just thought to myself about this recently, bro. This may not be the perfect analogy. This might not even be smart, right? But I thought to myself, I was like, what's the point in me investing in these other companies if I'm not even making enough money myself to pay for my own necessities? You feel me? Like why do I have so much money invested to the point where I can't even pay for my gas? I can't even pay for some Chick-fil-A. I can't do nothing, bro. So I was like, okay, I had to take a step back and I had to be like, whoa, like what like what the fuck is going on? Like that's really what, like, whoa, what's going on? And I'm not gonna lie, my dad, he was kind of mad at me about this because this is what I did. I took out 2.1K out my investing out. I cleared it all out. And okay, listen to me, right? So I'm 17 right now. I turn 18 next month, right? But I thought to myself, right? So I work at like some, look, I ain't gonna say my job, but you know, I work at some spot and I make only $800 a month, right? So, and I'm not gonna say only, 'cause, you know, it's solid change, you know. But what's the point in me investing all this money if I'm only making 800 a month? I'd rather use the money that I have invested, invest back into myself, so I can be making 2, 3, 4K a month, so I can, you know, really deliberate what I want to do. You know, if I'm making like 4K a month, shoot, I could be putting away 2K. You feel me? So it's just like you got to be able to invest in yourself. You know, don't invest in other people if you can't even invest in yourself first. Like that's just stupid, bro. Like a lot of I didn't realize this when I was younger because I was so locked in on trading. So my mindset is, okay, we're going to invest in these businesses and then one day, you know, snowball effect, right? And don't get me wrong, the snowball effect is amazing, but you can't, I mean, you can, but it's no point in snowballing with pennies, bro. Like real stuff, there's no point in snowballing with pennies, bro. You know, you got to be at a point because look, nobody gets rich from saving. Think about that. Nobody gets rich from saving. People get rich by making money and then saving. You don't just one day be rich because you saved up enough money. That's not how it works, bro. It's all about income. It's about income and then how much you can put away. So think about that, bro. When I don't know if anybody out there is kind of like me, bro. You're just saving and saving and saving. Look at your savings and then look at yourself, right? How can I make myself make more money? You know, so I can invest more, so I can save more. You know, that's just kind of something that I learned from myself that I realized, okay, I'm gonna start doing that. You know, but getting back to the topic, I feel like we're getting a little bit off track. Just kind of life, I not life, just like entrepreneurial tips. You feel me? But yes, bro, just don't isolate yourself off from the people that want the best for you. You know, if you're in a situation where you have that sort of support group, don't push them away because you want more, right? Don't push the people away that's closest to you away because you want more stuff. Do both. It's possible. Simple as that. That's gonna be all for me today. I feel like I haven't recorded one of these videos on my channel yet, but I think I don't know if it'll do good or not, but we'll see, bro. It's not even about the views, bro. It's just about really connecting with the audience, with the people that do watch me, that really mess with me. Just want to connect with y'all. But yeah, bro. We're starting. We're on two business right now. We're doing a drop shipment and we're doing I got like a little resale upcycle situation going on. And yeah, bro, stay tuned for that, and I will catch y'all boys in the next one.